Bhagyanatmirandapyaganandana Shlakhe Chakshurumitanyena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manovi Samstapetayena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Supradartika Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yukta Padakamanam Shri Guru Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupa Sagragata Sagana Raghunatam Vitam Sakiva Sadhuitam Sabadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padasagana Lalita Shri Vishakavitam Shri Hare Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagapati Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namosaki Apta Kanchana Gaurangira Devrindavanishri Vishabhanu Spiri Vipranamami Hari Priya Vanchaka Patarubhya Saki Pasindu Devacha Patikana Pavanevyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Gaura Bhakta Bindu Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So where did we stop last week? Quick remembrance.
Okay, I'll do it, Prabhu. We covered chapter 8.7 until 8.10. So for verse 7, we talked about Krishna encouraging Arjuna to fight, actually. That, however, while fighting, he should think of Krishna, right? While engaging his prescribed duties, he should think of Krishna, and his mind and intelligence should be fixed on Krishna. Because Krishna just explained in the previous verses that whatever you think of at the time of death, you will attain. That is why in this verse, he's instructing Arjuna on what to think of, right? So, okay. This verse, he told us that it's specifically catered towards the working class devotees, the one who's working. So, meaning that all men engaged in material activities should shape their life in a way that they would always remember Krishna or think of him. Okay, for verse 8, here Krishna tells Arjuna that the person who meditates on him, whose mind is consistently engaged in remembering Krishna and deviated, will sure to reach Krishna. So here we're talking about Krishna describes himself as the Purusham, the supreme enjoyer. That is why we should organize, again, our activities, right? Our daily activities in a way that it would pleasure Krishna. Okay? Do I mention the quotes that we covered, Prabhu? No, not anymore.
You said from 8 to 10, huh?
Oh. Okay. So for... Do I? No, not anymore.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'll skip it so it would shorten the time. For 8.9, Krishna describes himself. He says that he knows everything. He is the oldest, he is the controller, the smaller of the smallest, the maintainer of everything. And he is inconceivable, achincha. He is always a person, a purusa. He has a form. He is luminous like the sun, and he is transcendental, beyond this material nature. So even the word Kavi, Prabhu, your name was mentioned, that the Krishna is Kavi. He knows the past, the present, and the future. He knows everything. Okay. So for 8.10, again, it's being inculcated in our mind that at the time of death, we should always think of Krishna, and we should engage in Ashtanga Yoga as well during our life. So you mentioned Yoga Mishra Bhakti, right? That we should mix our Bhakti with Ashtanga Yoga, with meditation.
I didn't say like that too. I didn't say that too.
You didn't say it, Prabhu?
I didn't say we should mix our Bhakti with yoga. Krishna said so. Krishna said it's not me.
Okay, correction. Krishna mentioned this to us, that we should mix Bhakti Yoga with Ashtanga Yoga. So we should engage in Bhakti Yoga. So Krishna here says that without Sat Chakra Yoga or Bhakti Yoga, one cannot come to the transcendental state of being at the time of death, because one cannot suddenly remember Krishna at the time of death. So the easiest way really is to engage in Bhakti Yoga. So hearing of Krishna, chanting, remembering him, engaging in devotional service, etc., etc.
Yeah, I
So
said
that's the
that.
point of. That's what you said. Okay,
Yeah.
that's it, Prabhu.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm very, very grateful. Always trying to summarize what we study. What I said is that Krishna discussed about Yoga Mishra Bhakti because some people, they like difficult process. They don't like easy things. You know, when you get them chant Hare Krishna, oh, just chanting Hare Krishna so easy. I know I don't want to chant Hare Krishna. But if you tell them, put your head on the ground, raise your leg up, put your leg here, close one eyes, you know, wake up at exactly 1 a.m. in the night, and put a candle in a circle, and put a red candle on this side, and put a yellow candle. They love difficult things. They don't like easy process. People in general. See? So that is why, for the benefit of those who love those difficult process, Krishna explained Yoga Mishra Bhakti. That is devotional service mixed with Astanga Yoga, where you can, Krishna mentioned, where you can raise your chakra from down to the middle of the forehead, which is the highest, the third eye, as it's being called. So Krishna explains that in that text 10. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your summary. It's very inspiring. So let's continue. So we go to test 11 today, isn't it?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. So test 11. Yadaksharam Vedovido Vadanti Vishanti Yadyatayo Vitaraga Yadichanto Brahmachayam Charanti Tate Padam Sagraina Pravakshe. Persons who are learned in the Vedas, who utter Omkara, and who are great sages in the renounced order, enter into Brahman. Desiring such perfection, one practice celibacy. I shall now briefly explain to you the process by which one may attain salvation. So Krishna from here is going to continue that difficult process of Ashtanga Yoga. You have to leave your body at this time and do this at that time and this. So Krishna is going to give an explanation. So because Krishna is the father of all of us, all the creation, you know, he's the father. So he knows that some of his children, they love difficult process. So he has to give them also what to do, you know. So this Ashtanga Yoga or Yoga Mishra Bhakti is for those people who love, you know, mystic yoga. So Krishna is going to explain a little about that also to Arjuna. So yeah, in all yoga process, be it Ashtanga Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, celibacy is must. No compromise. Celibacy is must. There's no compromise in that. Whether be it Ashtanga Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, practicing celibacy is must. Without practicing celibacy, you cannot make advancement in any of this yoga system. Be it Bhakti, Ashtanga, Dhyana, anyone, you cannot make advancements if you don't practice celibacy. That is why celibacy is the beginning. He always practices. They always mention it. So Krishna started by mentioning celibacy here. So let's read the purport.
I read it, Prabhu.
Yeah, please go ahead, Mata.
Lord Sri Krishna has recommended to Arjuna the practice of Shat Chakra Yoga, in which one places the air of life between the eyebrows. Taking it for granted that Arjuna might not know how to practice Shat Chakra Yoga, the Lord explains the process in the following verses. The Lord says that Brahman, although one without a second, has various manifestations and features, especially for the impersonalist. The Akshara or Omkara, the syllable Om, is identical with Brahman Krishna. Here explains the impersonal Brahman into which the renounced order of sages enter. In the Vedic system of knowledge, students from the very beginning are taught to vibrate Om and learn of the ultimate impersonal Brahman by the living with a spiritual master in complete celibacy. In this way, they realize two of Brahman's feature. This practice is very essential for students. Yes. Yes.
Mother, please, raise that mic a little bit up.
It's
Sorry.
up now.
Okay, so that we can hear you more clearly. Sorry.
Okay, Prabhu. All right. So this practice is very essential for the student's advancement in a spiritual life. But at the moment, such brahmachari and married celibate life is not at all possible. The social construction of the world has changed so much that there is no possibility of one's practicing celibacy from the beginning of the student life. Throughout the world, there are many institutions for different departments of knowledge, but there is no recognized institution where students can be educated in the brahmachari principles. Unless one practices celibacy, advancement in spiritual life is very difficult. Therefore, Lord Chaitanya has announced, according to the scriptural injunctions for this age of Kali, that in this age, no process of realizing the Supreme is possible except the chanting of the holy names of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Mata. You can see Prabhupada mentioned in the purport also, just like we mentioned, unless one practices celibacy, advancement in the spiritual life is very difficult. Even in bhakti, not any other process. Why do we chant Hare Krishna mantra? We chant Hare Krishna mantra so that we can be able to control our senses. When we chant Hare Krishna mantra, it will be very easy for us to control our senses. When we are able to control our senses, then it's easier for us to think of Krishna. Because the only reason why we cannot think, we are always forgetting Krishna is because we want to gratify our senses and our mind. That is the major problem for us in the material world. The mind and the senses always dragging us here and there. So why do we chant Hare Krishna? To purify our mind so that we can able to control our senses with our mind, so that we can focus it on Krishna. So that is the easiest process is chanting. How do you know that somebody is chanting sincerely? You can know that somebody is chanting sincerely if he's able to control his senses and his mind, or is able to practice celibacy. Very simple. You don't need anyone to tell you. If somebody is able to control his mind and his senses, and is very strict in celibacy, then you know that he's chanting seriously. Because it's like this. Maya and Krishna, they are like light and darkness. You cannot have Krishna and still be in darkness. It's either you are in darkness or you are in light. The two cannot be together. Just like now, I'm inside my room now, there's light. Immediately I off the lights, there will be darkness. So the two cannot be together simultaneously. So if you are chanting sincerely and seriously, then the first symptom you will know if you are chanting seriously is that you will be able to control your senses. You'll be able to practice celibacy. That is the first symptom. Just like Haridas Thakur. Haridas Thakur, even a prostitute was sent to him, selected prostitute. The prostitute was selected. Said, go and dishonor this guy. Haridas Thakur said, I've taken a vow to chant the number of rounds a day. Please sit down. When I finish my rounds, I will satisfy you. You see? So chanting our rounds help us to control our mind and our senses. So Haridas Thakur is showing us by example that if you're able to chant your rounds, it will be easier for you to control your, to purify yourself and purify others. So by the time the prostitute will realize, already the day already have broken. Already the sunlight is rising. Oh, what happened today? Oh, Arida say, oh, I'm very, very sorry. I could not satisfy you today. I'm sorry. Please come tomorrow. Surely I will fulfill your desire. You know, Arida Saku was not angry at her that, oh, you are Maya, you are sent to bring. No. Just come and be hearing Hare Krishna mantra. You also, you become purified very soon. You know? So she was coming every day. So she came the following day. Haridas was chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Immediately she came, she paid obeisances. Haridas said, oh, thank you for coming. I'm so please, you see, I've taken a particular vow to chant this number of rounds every day. Just sit down, please, and you listen. Once I finish, I'm going to satisfy you. I'm going to enjoy with you. Don't worry. Just sit down and listen. Haridas Thakur continue chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So the following day, the second day, the day before you know, the person, they already break. Oh, tomorrow, don't worry. Tomorrow, surely, don't worry. Then she came the third day. The third day, as she was listening to the chanting, she started chanting with Haridas, and she started crying. Oh, I'm very sorry. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. I have been sent here to come and bring you down to dishonor you. Please forgive me. Oh, no. I could say, yes, I know. The first day you came here, I know that you have been sent to here, but I stay here.
Teacher is gone. It's time to make a noise.
Wait, am I the host?
If you're the first one who came into the class, then you are gonna be the host if the host is gone.
Ooh, is that so? Sing for us, Niark.
No way.
Oo, wala si Prabhu Kabi, no? Anong nangyari dun?
What if
Disconnected.
nagsasalita pa rin siya, no?
Disappearing, disappearing.
Hare Krishna, Mother. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Nakarating ko lang eh.
Nakarating lang yan. Ayun, maririnig yung conversation ni Mata. Mute ko na, baka marinig si Mata.
Baka wala ng internet si Prabhu Kabi.
Oo, kasi 1 week lang yun eh.
Di ibig sabihin, tapos na yung class?
No,
Hindi,
he's gonna come
Hindi.
back.
Ikaw talaga.
Prabhu.
Pabubira ha? Oo.
Mag-chant pa ako eh.
Bilahan mo ako ng libro.
Chant ka muna. Wala pa siya eh.
Ano to? Ano? Parang 10 minutes yung masasayang.
Matagal mag-go. Naghihintayin ko na lang.
Kaya ka pupunta eh. December nga eh. Buong December. Pamasko.
Pwede mo nang i-continue yung class.
Tapos pamasko. Tapos birthday. Kasi
Dalawang
lumagpas yung
chapter.
birthday ko.
Ay, dalawang text.
Continue.
Continue class. 4 texts.
Di ba? Hindi
Tapos
na,
explain
dito
mo,
natin. Pakita ko sa iyo yung mga libro. Ayaw paniwala, dami na namin libro.
Yan na.
Yay!
One revive.
Baby,
Bro, you're on mute. And
Hare Krishna, can you hear me?
Yes,
eh,
now we
sige.
can hear you.
Sorry. Really, really sorry. I'm very, 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 very sorry. Okay?
Kasi ano, Bhakti Shastri sila.
This
Okay,
apology
Prabhu.
accepted. Mata, you said what?
Ikaw, ano po, Prabhu?
we're waiting for you, Prabhu.
You said what?
She's talking to someone
What
else.
is Mother Indra saying? Okay. Okay. Okay, so I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to say it, but I just have to say it so that I will not tell you people how to tell lies. You have to be truthful. You have to be truthful also. It's not internet. It's a customer who called me, so I'm sorry. Okay. I don't need to tell lies, you know. Is the apology accepted?
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu, it's okay. No worries.
Okay, sorry. It's somebody who wants to buy something big in my hand. So, and you know everything about money. If you miss the call, then you have to go and be begging again. So I'm sorry, okay? So, so like I was saying, where did I stop?
The prostitute apologizing.
Aha, thank you. Thank you. So then he was crying. He was telling Haridas Thakur to initiate her into chanting of Hare Krishna mantra. And Haridas Thakur immediately told her, yes, I saw this before you came, that you are being sent by Ramachandra. So don't worry, I stay here because of you to deliver you. Now you sit down here and chant 120 rounds every day. And chant 120 rounds every day. And by mercy of Krishna, you develop Krishna Prem. So it was mentioned that when the prostitute started chanting this number of rounds every day, gradually she lost taste in eating. She lost taste in everything. And because she was, her senses and mind was able to become completely controlled, she started developing the symptoms of pure love. So it means that unless our senses and mind is completely controlled, we cannot develop symptoms of pure love for Krishna. We cannot develop pure love for Krishna. It's very, very important to take note of this. So like that. So this chanting of Hare Krishna mantra is to help us to control our mind and our senses, to purify our mind, and so that we can develop pure love for Krishna. Because when our mind and the senses become purified, then we can easily develop pure love for Krishna. You see? Any comment, contribution, please go ahead. Anyone want to tell me something? No comments? Don't know why I'm coughing, you know? And somebody tell me why I'm coughing. Do I have a doctor there? Yes, Pitamba. Are you the doctor in the house?
No, I'm not the doctor, but Maya was cured, right, from her material senses.
Maya.
just by hearing from Haridas Thakur. So, for example, if Jagadananda Pandit Prabhu was chanting beside someone, then he gets cured from. Will he have taste from chanting also? I mean,
I didn't get your question. What is
like
chanting of
for this,
Jagadananda Pandit
for this
Prabhu?
day and age, for example, for this day and age, a devotee chants. For example, Jagadananda Pandit Prabhu was chanting beside a a stranger beside him. So will he be able to have taste in chanting sooner or later? We don't I don't know if we have that potency to have more devotees.
One thing about why did you pick out Jagadananda Pandit?
Because I always see him chanting eh.
And then so why did you mention his name?
I'm just giving an example. He's an example of someone always chanting.
Okay. The thing that is there is that unless if you have faith in the person, then you become pure. You see, if you don't have faith in the person, how can you be purified? You can be with Krishna. If you don't have faith in Krishna, you will go away from Krishna after some time also. So faith is very important in chanting. If you don't have faith in chanting, you know why the prostitute was delivered? You know why the prostitute was delivered? You know why? Because she was very respectful to Haridas Thakur and Tosi. And also, even though she was doing her duty, but she was not offensive. You see, when she came to Haridas Thakur, she paid obeisances. She paid obeisances to the Tosi and sat down, just trying to do her duty. And in course of trying to do her duty, she became purified by hearing the Haridas Thakur chanting. You see, so same thing also. Say she has man, I would say like that. Yes. So when we become very offensive to devotees, if you like a chant for 1 million years, you will not get purified. Because offensive chanting will not give you pure love of Krishna. You see? So that is why we have to be offenseless. We have to be very we have to be offenseless. We have to try to avoid offenses when we are chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. Then our chanting will become effective. Okay? You understand, Pitamba Prabhu? Okay. You want to ask question again?
About chanting, for example, if I'm chanting at in my room, and then suddenly while chanting, a devotee appears on my mind, and then I start having trouble chanting already. I get agitated. Well, I don't know why, but I don't even know the reason why. Maybe it's my anarthas popping up for that person. So I'm hoping I'm not offensive chanting. Eh.
For example, you are chanting in your room and a devotee keep on popping up in your mind.
Yeah.
And when the devotee popping up in your mind, are you thinking bad of that devotee or you are thinking about the glories of that devotee?
Not bad. I don't know why I'm thinking bad, but I'm trying not to think bad. So I don't know why I'm thinking bad.
So if you are thinking bad of a devotee, so in that way, your chanting will become offensive. So what you just do is that you stop the chanting and pray to Krishna, please.
But it's not my mind. It just pops up in my mind.
Yeah,
It only
pops
pops up in my mind for
yeah.
some weird reason.
Now, when something pop up in our mind like that, and we start thinking about it, then the thing will start going into details. So if something pop up in your mind and you just delete it immediately, you may not go into deep into it. You see? So what I'm trying to say in essence is that if you are chanting and a devotee come in your mind, he said if you can think good about that devotee, is very good for you. If you cannot find any good to think about that devotee, just pray to Krishna and just think about Krishna and forget about the person. You see? Because if you can find any good thing to think about that devotee, then it's good for your chanting. Then you can see your chanting taste for chanting will increase if you can think good about that devotee. But if you start thinking about devotee and you cannot remove that from your mind, then the chanting will become offensive. Then after some time also you will drop the chanting and start pressing your phone. You see? Yeah, so it's always good to think good about devotee. See, one thing about criticism is that, or finding fault in others, or not to be able to see the good in others, is that immediately that we develop that habit, it's very, very dangerous. Because why? There is no one in this world who has no fault. There is no one. There is no one in this world who has no fault. Even the moon, they will find fault in the moon. Oh, see the black spot in the moon. See? There is no one. If it is fault we are looking for, you just need to study the person for some time. You will start finding fault in the person. Even me, if you want to find fault in me, just come and stay with me for like 1 week, 2 weeks, and just going around with me, you know. When I ride my bicycle and you just follow me and come to my house, follow me to the temple, to the altar, you start finding fault in me, 100%. I can assure you that. And even if I will even make the faults more louder. When I see that you are looking for the fault, I will make it more louder so that you can see it clearly. Because there's fault in everyone. Everyone. Every one of us we have our weakness. We have our weaknesses and strengths. In management, there's what we discuss. We talk about SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis means they talk about strengths, weaknesses, threats, and opportunities. Is the mind trying to find fault even if I'm not thinking of the person? Yes. If they pop up in your mind, if let's say for example you are chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, and a devotee pop up in your mind, and all the thing your mind can think about that devotee is bad. That's what I mean by faults. If a devotee pop up in your mind, and only what you can think about that devotee is the greatness of that devotee. Wow, that devotee is such a wonderful devotee. When he, dances in the kirtan, is dancing very gracefully. You start talking good about that devotee, finding some good quality, then your thinking is proper. But if the devotee pop up in your mind and all what you can think about that devotee is how that devotee, it's like this, it's like that, he eat too much, he's do this, that, he sleep too much, he's chanting when he's sleeping when he's chanting, la 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 la, all what your mind can think about that devotee is the fault of that devotee, then something is wrong with your mind. And that's why we have to adjust the mind immediately. Like I was saying, everyone, you will find fault in everyone in this world, even those who are with Prabhupada. Some of them find fault in Prabhupada and they left Prabhupada. Many of them. You see, Prabhupada is a pure devotee of Krishna. He has no faults. But still some devotees still find fault in him. You know, the Haribos, they started their own Haribos because they find fault in Prabhupada. You see, so there's nothing in this world that we not find fault in if it is fault finding. And once you start finding fault in devotee, gradually you make advancements. You find fault in the authority, then you make advancement, you find fault in the movement, then you make advancement, you find fault in Krishna, then you make advancements. Once your advancement come to the peak and you started finding fault in Krishna, then you cannot stay again in the movement. Then you will go back to the material world. So that is why we have to stop from the devotees. We have to always look for the good qualities of the devotees. Because just tell your mind, everyone is full of fault in this material world. Let us try to look for the good side of everyone. Everyone has a good side. Let's look for it. You see? So that is it. So we should look for the good side of everyone. In that way, our mind will not become advanced in finding fault in devotees. Okay? So whenever that pops in our mind when we are chanting, we should immediately delete it. Okay? Any other comment or contribution? Thank you, Prabhu. Prabhu Pitamba, today you ask question. You asked a very important question also. Very good. Madam Yarika, what is your question? Oh, you're waiting till the end. Madam Nikki, what is your question? Tripura Mataji. Hey, Mother Angel, what is your question?
Prabhu, can I ask something?
Yes, please.
What's more important, attending Mangala Arati or the night Sandhya Arati? Which one much important?
Very good question. You have to decide which one is more convenient for you. Because you can attend both also if you want. But if you begin to ask question which one is more important, means that it's not some of them is not convenient for you. So we have to look for the best side for you, you know. So which one are you comfortable with?
Okay, Prabhu.
Which one are you comfortable with? I'm asking you a question.
Do I have to see it here, Prabhu?
Eh?
Do I have to see it there?
And you asked me here, so say it here. You asked me here, so say it here. Don't worry. Don't worry. No one will crucify you.
Well, I think in the
No.
morning because
Feel free. Feel free. Express your mind. See, I have one thought in my mind. I have one conviction in my mind. See, when it comes to expressing myself, I should not feel shy. Oh, maybe this person will talk. Let the person go and talk. That is a person problem. If the person doesn't have enough problem and what he can talk about is about me, then that is the person's problem. Let him manage it, you know. So feel free to tell us which one is more comfortable for you.
oh, I cannot answer right now, Prabhu.
Okay. It's all right. It's okay. So we can discuss that outside the class, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Any other question or comment? Yeah, Prabhu Mitambar.
I was told Mangala Arati Prabhu by Prabhu Mahendra.
Okay, that is the best.
For me, it's the best. That's why I attend the morning most of the time.
I love Sanjay Arti more.
It's your preference, Prabhu.
Yeah. So you love Magalati, I love Sadyarthi. What can we do? Okay.
It's best to see Krishna in the morning.
It's good to see Krishna in the evening also before going to sleep. What do you think, Prabhu?
Yes. It's nice when the first thing in the morning you see Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah, then when you sleep, before sleeping at night also, if you see Krishna, it's very good also. Because then you will dream of him.
The day starts better when you see Krishna. Eh?
Yeah, it's very good. Then you can chant, I swear, chant Hare Krishna mantra whenever you wake up. Then you see Krishna in the Hare Krishna mantra.
Okay.
It actually depends on your distance to the temple, okay? See, because you are staying very close to temple, you can come from Magalati, it's okay for you. But for those who cannot come from Magalati in the morning, it's okay. It's not a sin if they cannot come from Magalati. Let's say, for example, if I'm finding it very difficult to wake up by 4 o'clock, I like to wake up by 5 o'clock, it's okay. Just wake up 5 o'clock and chant your rounds. You know, just wake up 5 o'clock and chant your rounds. Once you chant your round finish, you come in the morning to come and take darshan in the temple. It's okay as long as you chant your rounds. You may come to Magalati in the morning and you don't chant your round. I will not say it's useless, but you will not make so much spiritual progress in as much as if you chant your rounds. Because chanting your rounds, coming to program, especially for us, sometimes we come to program and we don't even see the Krishna on the altar. We are busy seeing everything, you know. We don't see Krishna on the altar. We see the devotees who are not coming and who is coming and who is there. We just busy looking here and there. Sometimes we go and look outside. What is going on? I see some devotees when they are in Magalati, they are going to look outside. They will come inside, go there. What is the use of that kind of Magalati? You know, you come to Magalati, but you are basically going to look outside. Your mind is not in the Magalati. You see? So everything is about our mind. And that is why they give a very good example of a brahmachari, two brahmacharis. So one brahmachari, you know, is an hypocrite. So he was not practicing nicely. So he decided he wanted to change the mind of his friend. He said, let them go to the prostitute house and gratify their senses. So the other one said, no, I want to go to the temple. So the other brahmachari went to the prostitute house. You know, when he was in the prostitute house, the other one went to the temple. So the one in the temple, he was thinking, my friend will be the prostitute now. He will be enjoying. Oh, Krishna. And he will be enjoying with the prostitute. And the one in the prostitute house is thinking, my friend will be in the temple now. Oh, Krishna, please forgive me. Oh, the one in the prostitute house is thinking of the temple. The one in the temple is thinking of prostitutes. Who is who? Who is where? Who is where? You answer the question. Who is where? Don't mind my English, my question, but answer the question. I hope you understand the question.
The one at the prostitute.
The one at the prostitute, what happened to it?
The one at the prostitute's place.
Explain to us. We don't understand.
The brahmachari at the prostitute place is thinking about the advancement of the devotee, while the other devotee in the temple is thinking the downfall of a devotee.
Somebody else want to say something? Thank you. But then, did you people get my explanation?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, I want somebody to say something, please.
You were telling us that the brahmachari in the temple doing the was it Mangala Arati was thinking of his friend, his brahmachari friend who is at the prostitute house. Like he keeps thinking of the prostitute. Oh, I'm missing this, I'm missing that. But the brahmachari who is in the prostitute house is thinking of the temple. So, meaning his mind is much more pure or innocent. However, Prabhu, does it cancel out your deed if you're thinking of the temple while you're doing a bad deed?
Very good. Actually, where your mind is where you are. That is why it's more about meditation. See, if you are in the, I'm not saying that you should do bad thing and try to be in the temple and put your mind in the temple. What I'm trying to say is that if you are in the temple in the Magalati and your mind is not in the temple, you are as good as not being in the Magalati. And somebody may be in his or her house and he's thinking, oh, Magalati, oh, I miss Magalati today. You may be surprised that that person may be in Magalati more than the person who is in the Magalati. Or the person is thinking, oh, I wish I'm in the Magalati, oh, Krishna, Krishna. Or he just switch on the Magalati online and he's watching and his mind is very much on the deities and he's seeing the Arati. And his mind is very much, and the person in the temple himself, his mind is not in the temple, he's thinking of something, what he's going to do during the day. And instead of it to be in the temple room, he's walking up and down in the temple, going there, going outside to look outside and coming back into the temple. His mind doesn't want to stay in the temple. His mind wants to run away from the temple there. So it's not in the temple. So what I'm saying to say in essence is that where our mind is where we are. That is why the chanting of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is to help us to control our mind and our senses. So when we are chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, let us try to bring our mind to where we are. And the easy way to bring our mind to where we are is when you are chanting, try to think of the chanting as you are pronouncing it. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. As you are pronouncing it, be trying to do as if you want to enter into the chanting. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. You are deeply absorbed in trying to hear the word one by one. In that way, you are controlling your mind. You are making your mind to be where you are. That is the only way to purify the mind. Not when you allow the mind to go everywhere the mind wants. There's another story also about brahmachari. They always make joke about brahmachari. The two of them were going to another village. They came to a river. So a lady was there at the river, wanted to cross the river. And the lady, he cannot cross. So one of the brahmachari, carried the lady quickly to cross the river. And immediately he dropped the lady and they left and they were going. After 1 hour, 2 hours, the other brahmachari say, oh, you think you're a brahmachari? See, you carry that woman on your back. And according to the scripture, a brahmachari should not touch a woman, should not talk to a woman, should not smile to a woman, should not even talk secretly with a woman, should not even touch a woman. And you carry that woman on your back, you see? And the other friend replied him, you see, I carried that woman 2 hours ago and I dropped her. But you carry her for that long, 2 hours, you are still carrying her in your mind. You see? So this shows us that our mind, where our mind is focused on, is most important. We may be in the temple and be doing service for 20 years. If our mind is not really absorbing that our service for the pleasure of Guru and Krishna, you are just doing it because either you are trying because they are forcing you to do it, or you are doing it because if you don't do it, what will people talk about you, or you are doing it because, then is as good as not doing that service. You should relish the service you are doing. You should enjoy that service. You should be very eager. When you are engaging in that service, you should be very sweet. You know, you should love the service you are doing. That is one culture I've cultivated in right from the beginning of my life in devotional service. Any service given to me, I will do the service in such a way that people around me will start becoming envious of me doing that service. Like they feel like they want to do the same service. You see? Because I will just put all my mind, everything in that service. You know? So whatever we are asked to do, we should do it because we want to do it to please Krishna, to do Guru, or to please Guru. Not just because we should develop pleasure for the service we are doing for the pleasure of Guru and Krishna. And when we are doing that service for the pleasure of Guru and Krishna, and we are developing attachment to it, we see you start falling in love with that service. You love it, what you are doing. You see? Mother Angel, please go ahead. Today, half of today is for question and answer. I'm very, very happy. Let's continue.
Prabhu,
Yes.
because every time I chant my rounds,
Yes.
I every day I chant my rounds, so I always
Yes.
remember Mother Yashoda and Lord Damodar. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
I don't know, but when I chant my rounds, I always remember that form of Krishna, the baby, the Lord Damodar in Mother Yashoda.
It's very good.
It's been a month, Prabhu. I don't know. I don't know.
Yes, it's very good. I'm very happy. So you should go before sleeping this night to read the Krishna book, the Lila again and again. Okay, you should read it before sleeping. Read it more and more. Read that pastime. Read it. Become absorbed in it. It's very good. Okay.
Okay, Prabhu.
Yeah, very nice. Any form of Krishna we think about when we are chanting is very good. Okay. And I saw that you are chanting very nicely also in the morning. Keep it up, okay? I can hear your chanting very distinctly. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, 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 Hare. And you're not shouting to disturb others. You're just chanting. I can hear what you are chanting and you can hear yourself. That is how to chant. You are not shouting. It's good. Just keep it up, you know? That is how to really make advancement in spiritual life. So keep it up and Krishna will guide you, okay?
Okay, Prabhu, thank you.
Yeah, read more about Krishna, Mother Yashoda this night before you sleep. You can read it every night also, no problem. Read Krishna book generally, okay?
Okay.
Yes. Yes, any other comment, question?
Question, Prabhu.
Yeah, Mother Nyarika. Glorious.
Yeah, so probably you were talking about services earlier, and I have a question. So what if you were given a service, and for the meantime you're actually not able to do it right away?
Yeah.
But because it's kind of like conflicting with your work life, so
Yes.
you chose to actually set it aside for the meantime, and then like deal with the current one that is like in a priority because your work is in need. I mean, you have to finish your work on that same day, so you were not able to do the service right away. So I would just like to ask, if you're not able to do that service on that site, that you were given that service, does that become like an aparad?
No.
Yeah.
No. It's not apparat. See, one thing we should understand is that, you see, you're working that you are working, you have been doing it for long. So you have built a relationship with your work, it's your duty. So, and because the work has some certain time, you have to do it also. So it's a routine every day. So the person who wants to give you service should consider your work also. Even before giving you the service, he should find out about your timing that will be conducive for you to be able to engage in that service. You see? So because If not, it's not offensive because actually chanting the holy name of Krishna and hearing about Krishna is the most important devotional service. Directly rendering service is okay, is very wonderful. That is the result of chanting and hearing. Okay? But when you chant and hear, it's pleasing to Guru and Krishna. Because if you do all the whole service in the temple, if you are not chanting, you will not please anybody. You see? Because then the consciousness will not be right if you are not chanting, if you are not hearing. The consciousness you are doing the work will not be right. You will think that you are working from somebody. At the end of the day, when somebody do something, little thing for you, you become angry. Oh, I'm working, I'm serving them for all this year. See what they did to me. Oh, because you are thinking you are doing it for someone. Because the right consciousness is not there, not chanting properly, not hearing properly. So for us to be able to do service properly, hearing and chanting must be proper. According to how pure your hearing and chanting is will determine how properly you will do your service. So the person who wants to give you the service should find out your own timing that will not clash with your duty. So if you tell the person, oh, I'm sorry, I have so duty, you are not being offensive. Okay. Even Indian man will tell you that, please, I'm very, very busy, because they consider their duty as God. You have to worship your duty, whatever is your duty, you see. But as a devotee, we should do service to Krishna, to Guru and Krishna. But the authority should find out what time is convenient for you to be able to do that service. But hearing and chanting or chanting your round, there is no negotiation for that. You must find time to do your chanting of your rounds. Very, very important. Actually, when we are taking initiation, we never tell the Guru we are going to do any other thing. The only thing we told our Guru is to chant minimum of 16 rounds and follow the 4 regulative principles. We never tell him, oh, Guru, we are going to do this, we are going to, no. How many minimum of rounds you are going to chant? I'm going to chant minimum of 16 rounds. What are the 4 regulative principles? La 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 la. This is the vow we took when we are taking initiation. So it shows how important those vows and the chanting is in our spiritual progress. Is that clear? So the authorities should find out your available time that you'll be able to participate in the service in the temple that will be good for your duty also. Or you can discuss with them. Discuss with the authority. This time is for me. It will be free for me to be able to do service. Please, you can work out to give me this service here and this time. Yeah, then it's okay. But chanting and hearing, no negotiation. Okay, I think we are 3 minutes ahead. Okay, any other comment or contribution because I came late? Is it 3 minutes late or 7 minutes? 7 minutes late. Mother Tripura, you don't have any contribution or question? You are so quiet.
I'm listening, Prabhuji. Right now, I don't have any question. I'm learning.
Now, I want to be hearing a question from you. Next time.
Sure, Prabhuji.
Maybe you should gather some questions from your friends also and bring some time. You should ask questions so that you can be able to be leading your friends also. So many questions. You can ask questions about everything in general. So, yeah, it's actually when there is question and answer in this kind of program, You know, it clarifies so many things in our mind. That is why I'm very, very happy that we are now making advancement in our discussion, because question and answers began to come. So we are making advancements. Okay. If there's no question, then something is wrong. I've been thinking since all the beginning, we started, you know, since we started, you know, not so many questions, I was thinking something is wrong, something is wrong. But now something is right. Something is right now, you know. Yeah. Okay, so thank you very much. I'm very, very happy. And let's keep on studying the scripture. Even when we're doing our personal reading, also we can jot out questions when we come out of some things we want to clarify. Bring it to the class. Let's talk. You know, let's talk. The class is meant for discussion about spiritual topic. Let's talk about it and clarify ourselves. Okay. So thank you, everyone. Vancha kapata rubiascha, kripasin de biebacha, pachita nampa vanevio, Vaishnavivyo namo namah. Ananta koti Vaishnava vrinde ki jai. And one thing about discussion in the class is that whatever we discuss in the class ends in this class. No one should take whatever we discuss in the class outside the class and go and use it to discuss or gossip with others. It's not allowed. We are meant to keep the confidentiality of the class. Please and please. Okay?
Prabhu, this is streamed, right?
What is
You're
strange?
streaming this on YouTube. Anyone can see this for class.
What is strange?
Streamed. You're
Stream,
streaming
live
our
stream.
class.
YouTube live, Prabhu.
Okay.
So there's nothing confidential, Prabhu.
No. Many people don't have the patience to listen to the end like this. Don't worry yourself. You know, as long as I'm not Maharaj who is speaking, you know, nobody will listen to the end. They're just looking to find some faults. What are they talking? Okay, in between they will stop. Except they are looking for some faults, then they will go to the end. Don't worry yourself. Nobody will take time to listen to the end to start. You know, what are they talking? I know people that people can take their time to listen to the lecture and take notes. Not like class given by Kavik and Apura does. Don't worry yourself.
Prabhu, you have a lot of viewers.
Are you sure?
Yes, Prabhu. Look at YouTube.
Ah. Oh, I don't know. I will go and check. I was thinking that nobody's watching it. Oh.
Quite a lot, Prabhu. 200 plus in some videos.
Wow.
100 plus, yeah. Because we watch it right after the class. That's why we know.
Oh my God. Oh, Krishna, please save me. But it's okay. We are not speaking anything secret. So I'm just saying that, you know, let's keep class confidentiality. Whether it's online, it's okay. But let's keep class confidentiality, okay? If it's coming from others, it's okay. No problem. But it should not come from us. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow is